Hi guys, this video is going to be for my Sun, Moon, Rising Scorpios for the month of April. We're going to go over general energy. So let's break it down. Scorpio, in your first house, let's start there. We have Lilith, Juno in retrograde, and Vesta in retrograde. So how do I think this is going to manifest for you guys? I think spirit, source, universe, whatever it is you guys believe in, is asking you to revisit something that maybe you haven't healed. Because of the retrogrades with Vesta and Juno. Juno's soulmate energy. It's in your first house, so I feel like it's asking you about like how to be your best soulmate. What do you need to change in order to attract, you know, maybe the best life you ever wanted. I don't know, whatever this looks like to you. Vesta is that inner flame that just never dies. Lilith talks about, I want to say there's a few different things, but it could be your anger, wherever it is in your first house, and then how you transform this anger into your power. So this could be like, you know, quote unquote, your inner bitch, pretty much. So I really feel like because it's in the energy of you guys, Scorpio, it's asking for you guys to rethink, redo something about yourselves, to transform something, to transform your shadow into light. The reason I'm going there is because the ruler for you guys is Pluto, right? It's in your fourth house in Aquarius. So you guys are being asked to transform, you know, either literally the home, property, or like your inner realm is what I think of, because it's your feelings. It traditionally belongs to Cancer. But you guys have Cancer in your ninth house, which is a belief system. But Mars is there right now. So there's some type of conflict with believing, like having a belief, because maybe things didn't go as planned, or there's arguments with the mother or home. There could be arguments over like serious relationships or family, or committed partnerships, close relationships at this time, because your seventh house is involved. Uranus rules the fourth house for you guys in Aquarius, and it's in your seventh house of serious committed partnerships, serious committed relationships. So there could be this transformation in regards to how do you look at money, because you guys have this very close relationship with money, right? Taurus energy traditionally belongs in that second house, but you guys have Sagittarius there. So how can you guys not only make money in a freedom-oriented way, but how can you free your attachment to that relationship you have with money? So I think things of this nature are going on for you guys. You guys may be feeling a bit spicy this month, just because it's not just you guys, it's the whole collective, with Lilith being in Scorpio, Juno being in retrograde, Vesta being in retrograde. I think you guys are just being, I think you guys are going to pretty much be asked to, pretty much to ascend, to go towards your light, to be the bigger person, that type of energy. Because truly that's how you step into your power, if you think about it, right? That nothing's personal at the end of the day. So I think there's something to this, especially since Juno was in retrograde in Sagittarius, and Jupiter is currently in your eighth house. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, and it's currently in your eighth house in Gemini. So I think there's like this expansion of learning about like your own shadow, your inner realm, but also other people's shadows, because with Gemini in the eighth house, it's just like you're in touch with your own shadow very deeply, as well as other people's. So it's like, how do you ascend? It's not easy. That's why most people don't do it. Most people don't take the higher road. But it's like, if you could understand how energy works, it has to do with things that have nothing to do with you. And that's the truth. It's going to feel like it does, but it doesn't. So I think something like that could be going on for you guys. I think also definitely health, because of things being in your first house, the body. You guys may be wanting to transform this at this time. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the fourth house, because Pluto's there in Aquarius. So as I was saying, I think you guys are going to be trying to come into your power, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, by transforming your attachment to either your friends or people outside of you, maybe the collective, maybe the internet. How do you make your money? What is your relationship with money, and how can you free yourself? So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave that right now. Let's move on to the 5th house. Pisces, there's going to be a stellium for you guys. Mercury in retrograde will be there. Saturn, North Node, Venus in retrograde. So I want to say that your thoughts about like old ideas about how to be creative, or talking to people from the past, talking to people that you've dated. The reason I'm going there is because Virgo and Gemini, I'm sorry, Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. And right now you guys have the South Node in Virgo in your 11th house, right? So I do think that I always connect Virgo energy. I know like not a lot of people talk about this, but like this is not just squeaky clean energy. No, 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 no. This is also like freaky deaky in the sheets energy, okay? So I do think this could be talking about you guys talking to either people you have been intimate with, you've dated. Why? Because Mercury in retrograde is in your 5th house of romance, creativity, enjoyment, happiness, childlike energy. I do think somehow this is in connection to your heart chakra as well, because the 5th house, traditionally this belongs to Leo, and there may be some type of conflict when it comes to this, like really being happy because of Mars being in that 9th house. There's some type of conflict going on where it's like you're having trouble either manifesting or just believing that things are possible. I think your faith is in question right now. I think also for some of you, this could be talking about people you have hooked up with at work secretly. With Jupiter in that 8th house, it's a very sexual energy, even if it's in Gemini. So I think that's possible. You guys could be talking to people you've worked with, because Virgo energy traditionally belongs in that 6th house. So yeah, and Mars being in Cancer, and then it goes to the 10th house in Leo. I think there's a very good chance you guys could be talking to people you have that you used to work with, that you no longer work with. Where else do I want to go with this? Venus being in retrograde in that 5th house. Again, I think you guys are trying to heal your heart, okay? Pisces energy is the energy where this is where we're coming from when we reincarnate, and then this is the place we go back to. So there's just some type of unconditional love going on here with Pisces energy. There is some type of belief system. There's hope, there's faith. So I do think you guys are trying to do some inner work within yourselves. Why am I saying yourselves and not like other people? Because Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and it's in your 6th house in Aries. So I do believe that for a lot of you, this is really talking about transforming either your body, loving yourself, doing what it is you need to do in order to heal. What else? With the North Node being in your 5th house, this is definitely asking you to have faith. Number one, have faith. Like if you guys are lacking in faith, dip into it. Like I'm telling you, even if things aren't going right in your life, like just do it there, because there's just something that feels very healing. It only changes once you are doing that type of stuff, and then bad things still continue on, right? But there's something very strong about having a belief system, and whatever that belief system is, okay, but I'm just saying it could really help you guys at this time. I think you guys, a lot of you will want to be focusing on your body, like I said, to look good, because that's stellium in that 5th house. You guys may want the dream body at this time. I think also because the sun is the traditional ruler of the 5th house, and you guys have Leo in the 10th house. For a lot of you, this is you guys trying to find a job or a career that you actually enjoy, that makes you happy. If it's not like something creative or something you feel passionate about, then I think you guys are just trying to go back to an old idea where you were like, okay, I need out of my current job. Why? Because the sun is in the sixth house in Aries. Sixth house talks about work. Aries energy talks about leadership. So I do believe you guys are meant to be like your own bosses, but I know that's not going to resonate with everyone. So I would say that since the sun rules Leo, it's in your 10th house, Mars is going to be there. I think there's going to be some type of motivation to achieve when it comes to either how you appear physically, or how you appear publicly, just like your public image. Or this is going to be talking about working, feeling extra motivated to achieve something in your career. That's what I think. There may be conflict once Mars goes into your 10th house with other people, like being jealous. But we'll get to that in a moment. Let's go back to that 5th house. Is there anything else I want to say? Saturn in Pisces is definitely talking about like get serious. Either get serious about romance, get serious about the dream, get serious about healing your heart chakra, get serious about a belief system. There's something to this, because I think also for some of you, since Saturn rules Capricorn, it's in your 3rd house, you guys may be having difficulty communicating in a more lighthearted way. And I think Source Spirit is asking you guys to work on that at this time as well. What else did I want to say? If anything, I'll go back, but right now, let's move on. So the 6th house, we have Chiron, Neptune, Mercury, and the Sun, and Venus. Again, I'm doing just overall general energy. So at some point during the month, Mercury being in retrograde in Pisces is going to go direct, and then it's going to go into Aries in your 6th house. So I do feel like for some of you, you're trying to make more money at this time. You're either getting a second job, part-time job, or you're just looking for money. What? No, I meant to say, or you're looking for another job. Sorry, my bad. But I guess it's almost the same thing, right? So Mercury, again, rules Virgo and Gemini. This is your 11th house and your 8th house. So your inner world. Yeah, I think you guys may be hyper focused on work at this time, definitely, because the 8th house is your inner realm. I think this is also helping you guys have a belief system, since Jupiter traditionally belongs in that 9th house. Again, this is kind of tied into what do you guys value and how do you get your freedom. So for some of you, because money, you guys are very closely connected to money, it's like you guys can maybe free yourselves in certain areas. Maybe you guys can manifest certain things if you feel free, and that depends on like how much money you're making. For others, this is like trying to transform your relationship with money and not be so attached to the idea of it. Like, does it identify who you are, you know? Especially with Neptune. Neptune's asking you not only to have faith in yourself, but this is asking you to go after a dream when it comes to work. This is also asking you to heal for sure in the 6th house, the house of healing. And Aries is the self. So, and Libra is in the 12th house, and this traditionally is ruled by Neptune. So I do feel like you guys are asked to heal past relationships, old ideas when it comes to work with that South Node in Virgo. And then Mars being the ruler of Aries, being in that 9th house in Cancer, and then going into Leo in the 10th house. I think you guys are definitely going to have a better time when it comes to believing again. And you're going to feel motivated to achieve. That's what I think. You're basically being asked to balance your yin-yang energy with that Mars going back and forth in Cancer, Leo, Cancer, Leo. Because you got the moon energy, moon ruling Cancer and the sun ruling Leo. Chiron, you guys are either healing your physical body. You may feel sick at this time. either you're getting yourself sick because your emotions are hyped up, or like you're literally physically sick. Neptune, unfortunately, in the sixth house can create these things where it's like, you know something's wrong and then you go to the doctor and then all of a sudden you're fine and they can't find anything. It's annoying. So just, there could be things like that. So you just keep an open mind here. That may not manifest like that for you. So let's see what else. Mercury, I already said, communication, thoughts. I think you guys are going to be feeling more confident at this time, super confident when it comes to work, or because Mars, again, is the ruler of Aries and it's going to go into Leo. So yeah, I think you guys are just going to be motivated to definitely get physically in shape for sure, because sixth house is the body. You guys may be investing money into things of this nature, whether it's healing stuff, eating better, working out, or work, how to get yourself out there. Advertising. I think of Mercury in the sixth house as advertising as well. I just do. I know it's connected to the third, but all right, seventh house, Taurus, we have Uranus, the sun, and the new moon. So at some point the sun will be leaving Aries in the sixth house, goes into your seventh house of relationships. So with that new moon being in 7 degrees is talking about relationships. It's Libra energy. And it's literally in your seventh house. So I think you guys are going to be able to see something literally, because the sun will be lit up in your seventh house. The sun helps us see things. I think you guys are going to be motivated to achieve when it comes to either balancing your feelings, or motivated to achieve to get the perfect person that you want. Not perfect, I'm sorry, but because Saturn is in your fifth house and it traditionally belongs in the 10th house, but you guys have Mars here. So I think you guys are going to, for some of you, be motivated to get like a really good looking person, especially with Taurus in the seventh house, because Venus rules Taurus. I feel like you guys would be motivated to achieve when it comes to business partnerships, getting the right people, being fair with people, creating some type of balance, I want to say. And this, for some of you, is going to be talking about your money situation as well. Anything else I want to say there? Uranus being in the seventh house, ugh, sucks. I hate this. I mean, it's good because it's helping you guys realize, you know, what you truly value in relationships is freedom. So I don't know if you guys are seeing that or not, but Uranus is all about freedom-oriented energy. And Taurus is fixed, and it's very attached. And wherever Taurus is in our chart, this is what we feel like we own. So with you guys and intimate relationships, it's like you guys should be having some type of breakthrough before Uranus goes into Gemini in your 8th house, that like, yeah, actually I can't be like holding on to people. I can't be depending and apply common sense here, but like it feels, you come into your power, Pluto in Aquarius, 4th house. I don't know why I just did that. 4th house. Oh my God. By detaching and not being attached to outcomes, people. And I know that can be a really hard one with Taurus being fixed in that 7th house, but it is so liberating, and that's how you truly come into your power, and that's how you become, you know, attractive. It's not attractive to, you know, whether you're showing it or not, like feel like you need something outside of yourselves. That's how I want to put it. So hopefully you guys are learning that at this time, because we got like a month left, or 2, I forgot. Anyway, let's see, is there anything else I want to say to that? I just think you're going to be taking money seriously at this time, and intimate relationships or serious relationships. Okay, so with Jupiter in that 8th house in Gemini, before this goes into Cancer pretty soon, I feel like you guys are learning how to free yourselves, because again, we have another freedom-oriented energy in your inner realm. You're trying to free your mind, again, free yourselves when it comes to your idea of money or how you make your money. also realizing what it is you value. Because Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, it's in your second house. Second house is the money you make, the things you own, and the things you value. And traditionally, this energy belongs in that ninth house, meaning just Jupiter. Jupiter rules the ninth house traditionally, and you guys will have Mars there. So this talks about either teaching or traveling, learning something new, but like a higher education, usually connected to spirituality, philosophy, something of that nature. I feel like for me, with Cancer in the ninth house, there's just something connected to the mother there. I've channeled it before. So I feel like you're, if Mercury rules Gemini, and Mercury will be going from your fifth house, from retrograde to direct, and Pisces to Aries, I think this will be expanding your thoughts about what to do for work, like I said before, or how to heal, because Jupiter in the 8th house is extremely healing. Gemini energy is very fast. So when Jupiter's in Gemini in the 8th house, this gives you like that healing modality to transform like your inner realm really fast, heal really fast. That's the point, at least for Gemini in the 8th house for you guys. So, but it's up to you guys with free will, what you guys do with that. So yeah, definitely. I think, what else? Anything talking about your money? What does you guys actually value? How to free yourselves from things that don't serve a purpose. Because Mercury being in retrograde tells you to redo something, rethink something, go back. And then it goes direct in Aries. Mars is the ruler of Aries. It goes back to your 9th, 10th house. So yeah, I think thoughts about beliefs again, as well as the mother. I just think Jupiter is connected to the mother because this is usually for most of us our first teacher. Jupiter energy is the teacher. So you guys could be healing your mind with Mercury being the ruler of Gemini in that 6th house in Aries. You could be healing old conflicts for sure. And then it goes on, goes into Leo in that 10th house. So yeah, that's really it. I think you guys would be learning new things, how you guys feel about romance, because Saturn's the ruler of Capricorn in that 3rd house. 3rd house traditionally belongs to Gemini. So I think you guys would be healing old relationships, or at least you're being asked to do this when Venus is in retrograde, Mercury's in retrograde. All right, so Cancer in the 9th house with Mars being there. I feel like we talked about this because it keeps connecting back to all of this. I mean, it's all interconnected, but yeah, so I'm going to move forward. Mars in the 10th house in Leo. Again, I feel like I pretty much spoke about this. You guys are going to feel motivated to achieve and accomplish and win something when it comes to either how you physically appear, what it is you do for a living, what's your reputation like. That's what I think. And something like this could be very healing for you guys at this time. You guys are definitely asked to get a little delusional here, just because it'll actually help you achieve. So Neptune being in Aries in the 6th house, and again, Mars rules Aries and it's in that 10th house. To achieve, you got to get a little delulu. 11th house, Virgo, South Node. South Node being in that 11th house. You guys are going back to old ideas when it comes to work, the internet, people you've slept with, definitely people from the past watching you, because the South Node is the past. Uranus traditionally rules that 11th house and it's in your 7th house. So yeah, I think again, you guys are dealing with people where either there's an exchange with money, because somehow work is related here. Either you're working for people or people are working for you, or you know, you just have a job and you're getting paid, or this again is talking about friendships, like money, like I owe you $5 because you're, you know, paying up front for me for something we're doing together. Anything else I want to say to that? I think with the South Node in the 11th house, you guys are going to have difficulty with groups of people. And that's why you're asked to lean into that North Node in the 5th house in Pisces to believe. Like, you guys are going to have to in order to feel good. You're going to have to. And it's like, if you can do that during times of like hardship, then it's like, okay, you passed the test. Like, I'm telling you on everything. So it's like, then you can manifest things. So you guys may have difficulty with friends at this time. You may get on people's nerves by telling them the truth that they already know. Because Virgo energy is pretty like straight up. Like, if you're going to Virgo energy for advice, it's not gonna like soften it for you. It's not gonna, you know, sprinkle it with some sugar. Like, no, that's not gonna do it. Because Virgo energy feels like it's healing and helpful if you just get the straight facts. And it's true, it is, but not most people ask for the truth, but they don't mean it. So just be mindful of this. Try to dip into that Pisces in the 5th house when it comes to friendships. Otherwise, people may feel like you're pointing out their flaws. 12th house, Libra, full moon, 23 degrees. I think this will be illuminating relationships, how you do relationships, serious friendships that you have, anything you're committed to, and how you feel about these things and how can you leave it in the past. I think something very psychological would be going on here that would be illuminated for you guys, just because it's the 12th house. So I think you guys may see something more clearly when it comes to either money or again, anything that you're committed to that's supposed to be fair and balanced, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a business partnership, or a serious relationship. Something suddenly may happen because it's in 23 degrees. This is Aquarius energy. So in your 4th house with Pluto there, again, you're asked to transform how you deal with sudden ups and downs, okay? And not allowing it to control you. And I know it's really hard, but it's what you guys are being asked to do. So I think, again, Uranus rules Aquarius. It's in your 4th house. Right now in the 11th house, which traditionally belongs to Aquarius. You guys have the South Node there in Virgo. So I think you guys are being asked to heal the past, heal your relationship with all the things I just said before, in order to free yourself. Because again, Uranus energy is freedom-oriented energy. So it's like, free yourself with your attachment with money, free yourself with other people outside of yourself. And that's really it. So, you know, I don't think anything crazy going on in the month of April. I think it's more like healing is going on and feeling motivated to like feel better. Feeling motivated to feel better connects to work and what it is you do for a living, or your everyday regimen, and how you deal with things that are, you know, that didn't manifest as you wanted them to. So yeah, I wish you guys the best of luck for the month of April. And yeah, all right. Bye, guys.